Hi, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the DJ Roscoe Sports Show. There's our beautiful sign for my lovely wife. And we are back for week 3 of the NFL season. It's flying by. A lot of crazy stuff in the news and sports. We might have finally the end to the writer's strike. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Maybe not non-stop reality shows. We might actually get some new movies and shows being written soon. Our fall shows, we've been lacking on that. But hopefully those come soon. College football, I know Penn State has a big whiteout game against Iowa on prime time on CBS this Saturday night. Hopefully they'll get the win. Stay undefeated and go 3-0 after they beat Illinois last week. Notre Dame is trying to remain undefeated. They have a big match against Ohio State, prime time, 7:30 on NBC. That'll be a tough matchup. Ohio State will probably be favored in that one. That'll be a tough win if Notre Dame could pull that big upset off. Penn State, I think, will beat Iowa in their game. Syracuse is undefeated. Rutgers is undefeated. They're both 3-0. That's a surprise. Pittsburgh lost a tough one against West Virginia in the backyard brawl. But a lot of fun games up ahead. And and I'll have a high school game. I'll be covering at Lake Lehman High School. They'll host Nanacoke Trojans Friday night, 7 o'clock on the black turf. On the black turf at Lake Lehman High School, my wife's alma mater, so that'll be exciting as well on Friday night. So let's get into it. Thursday Night Football, and as the great late Heath Ledger said in The Dark Knight, and here we go, as the Joker. Let's put a smile on that face. And the pencil trick and all that other stuff. Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime Video starts tonight, 8:15. The 1-2 Giants at the 2-0 undefeated 49ers. 49ers look unstoppable. You know, the Rams gave them a run for their money this past week and played them tough, a divisional opponent. But the Giants, their season kind of was saved because they were about to go 0-2, probably 0-3 because they're probably going to lose to the 49ers tonight. They came back, largest comeback victory in Giants football history. They were down 20-0 at halftime, 28-7, down by 21 points in the second half. They came rallying back and they win by 3, 31-28. Stunned the Arizona Cardinals. Great comeback victory for Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. Out with a high ankle sprain, but it's on the better end of the news because he should only be out for maybe 3 games, maybe a little less. It's not broken, so in the grand scheme of things, they got away with one where it's not too bad, where the injury shouldn't cost them the whole season, so it could have been a lot worse, and they had a great comeback victory. So congrats to the Giants for that. But I think that the 49ers hammer and nail. I think the Niners will beat up on the Giants tonight. Too much Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel and Brock Purdy. That defense of the Niners is going to be unstoppable. Giants without Saquon Barkley have a tough time running the ball. Daniel Jones is still suspect how he could pass the ball. I'm going to go with the 49ers to win bigly over the Giants. I'm going to go with 38-13. They crushed the Giants by 25 points. Then we have 9 early 1 p.m. games on Sunday, September 24th. We got the 1-1 Colts at the Baltimore Ravens, who are 2-0 undefeated on CBS. I'm going with the Ravens to crush the Colts. The Colts, their young quarterback Anthony Richardson's improving. Got a concussion last week, so we'll see if he'll be able to play. They were able to beat the stinky Texans, though, to get their first win of the season. But the Ravens 2-0. They just beat Joe Burrow and the Bengals, who are surprisingly 0-2. Ravens 2-0. I think they'll continue to roll. I'll go with the Ravens to crush the Colts. I'll go with 27-10. They win by 17 at home in Baltimore. Then we got the 1-1 Titans at the Cleveland Browns, who are also 1-1 after the Steelers' defense basically won that game for them on Monday Night Football, because Kenny Pickett and the Steelers' offense barely did anything. But the Browns are 1-1. Deshaun Watson, that offense is struggling. And then Nick Chubb is now out for the season with a horrible-looking knee injury on Monday Night Football. But they brought back Kareem Hunt, who used to be on the Browns. He's back in the fold, 1 year, $4 million. Titans played some tough games. They were able to come back and win a tough game over the Chargers last week to even up their record at 1-1. I'm going to go with the Browns here at home. I think they do just enough. Rally the troops without Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt will do a good job. Deshaun Watson, you would think, will knock off the rust, start playing better. The Browns' defense is still pretty good. I think at home, play an ugly game. I'm going to go with 23-20. They win on a last-second field goal, Cleveland Browns over the Titans. Then the Falcons at the Lions. Falcons surprisingly 2-0 to start the season. The Lions 1-1. The great opening week win against the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs against Travis Kelce, the new boyfriend of Taylor Swift. We'll see if she makes a song about him down the road, good or bad. But yeah, the Falcons, surprising everyone 2-0. The Lions, they lost it to heartbreaker in overtime against Geno Smith and the Seahawks to avoid it going 0-2. Lions 1-1 on Fox. I'm going to go with the Lions here. In Detroit, the crowd will be pumped at home in Detroit. Dan Campbell's team will run through a brick wall for him. They score a lot of points. At times, they make some mistakes, but I think the Falcons are not as good as their 2-0 record, and I think the Lions are better than their 1-1 record. I think the Lions win at home. It'll be a slugfest. I'll go with 34-24. They win by 10 points, 1 p.m. on Fox. Then the 2-0 Saints, who have been surprising people, even though they're not scoring a lot of points. Derek Carr and company, the new quarterback of the Saints, won on Monday Night Football against Carolina Panthers. They will play at the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay, Lambeau Field, who are 1-1 after losing a tough one to the Falcons last week. But Jordan Love has played well in their 2 games against the Bears and the Falcons so far. 1 p.m. on Fox. I'm going to go with the Packers here at home in Green Bay. I think they have the home field advantage, even though it's not freezing cold yet at Lambeau Field. I think Jordan Love will continue to play well. The Packers win a close one over the Saints. I'll go with 23-17. They win by 6 points, 1 p.m. on Fox. So Packers will prove to 2-1. Saints fall to 2-1, get their first loss. The winless 0-2 Texans at the 1-1 Jaguars. My buddy Dan Tortora will probably be there in Jacksonville, Florida, and then go to Disney World afterwards. Loves covering the games. Jaguars lost a tough one, the Super Bowl champion Chiefs, a rematch of the second round of the playoffs last year. The Jaguars played them tough. They won the first week of the season against the Colts. I think they'll beat up on their AFC South divisional opponent, the Texans, who are not very good. Trevor Lawrence and company, the Jaguars, will put up some points, and I think they'll win pretty easily. I'll go with the Jaguars 34-17. They double up the Texans, 1 p.m. on Fox. Jaguars proved 2-1. Texans fall 0-3. The Broncos looking bad under Sean Payton, the new head coach of the Broncos, even talks a big game. They, I think, are going to fall 0-3 here. The 0-2 Broncos play at the Miami Dolphins, 1 o'clock on CBS. The Dolphins, too, as long as you keep Tua healthy and Tyreek Hill and all those offensive firepower, I think and Waddle and all those guys, defense is underrated. I think the Dolphins at home in Miami are going to smack the Denver Broncos up and down that field. And I think Sean Payton, the panic button was going to start setting as they lost a heartbreaker after making a great Hail Mary catch, but then they failed on the 2-point conversion, struggled, lost at home to Washington after losing to their division rival Raiders in the first week. Broncos have not looked good. And the Dolphins have looked really good. So I think unless Sean Payton has a miracle up his sleeve, Russell Wilson still being mediocre at best, not at his old peak performance for the Seattle Seahawks. Who knows if Sean Payton can get that out of him anymore. I'm going to go with the Dolphins to beat up on the Broncos. As long as, a big caveat, as long as you can keep Tyreek Hill and Tua healthy. I'm going to go with the Dolphins, put up some big points. They'll win 31-20. They win by 11 points to improve to 3-0. Broncos 0-3, 1 o'clock on CBS. Then the 0-2 Chargers at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings 0-2, Chargers 0-2. The battle is defeated, 1 o'clock on Fox, and one of them has to win. I'm going to go with the Vikings. I think the Vikings at home will do just enough. Kirk Cousins and company, they've been struggling. I think they'll win a high-scoring shootout against Justin Herbert and company, 34-31. Vikings over the Chargers to get their first win of the season. Chargers go winless to start the first 3 weeks of the season in panic mode for the Chargers head coach, maybe for their head coach Staley if he'll be on the hot seat. Then my Jets 1-1 after getting beat up by the Cowboys 30-10. That was ugly last week. 1 o'clock on CBS. They haven't beaten the Patriots in like 5-6 years, maybe even longer. With Aaron Rodgers healthy, I think they would have. I don't think it's going to happen now. The 0-2 Patriots, first time they're 0-2 since they won the Super Bowl when Brady came in after the Jets. Mo Lewis knocked out Drew Bledsoe in week 2 of the 2001 season, but there's no Tom Brady to save them. Since then, they've been a very mediocre team. I'm going to go with, as much as I want the Jets to, I'm going to go in an ugly game. The Patriots will get it done. Mac Jones will do enough, and the Patriots aren't very good. The Jets are good. Their defense will keep the game close, but Zach Wilson I don't trust with all the turnovers. Patriots over the Jets. I'll go with 20-10. Ugly game. They win by 10 points. Patriots over the Jets to get their first win, 1-2. Jets fall to 1-2, unfortunately for my Jets. Jets. Nana France, Buffalo Bills 1-1. They crushed the Raiders last week. Josh Allen didn't turn the ball over. Hallelujah, finally. And they look really good out there with Stephon Diggs and company. They go on the road to play the Washington Commanders, who are surprisingly 2-0. I'm going to go with the Bills here, 1 o'clock on CBS. I think Josh Allen, as long as he can take care of the ball, not turn it over too much, I think the Bills are going to score a lot of points against Washington. Even though Chase Young played pretty well last week on the defensive side of things. Sam Howell's still underrated, solid quarterback for Washington, but I'm going to go with the Bills over Washington. I'll go with I'll go with 34-20. They win by 2 touchdowns on the road against Washington. Those are early 1 o'clock games, the 9 of them. There's only 3 4 p.m. late afternoon games, 4:05 on CBS. 0-2 Panthers with their young quarterback. They'll try their best, but they'll go on the road against the Seattle Seahawks, who are 1-1 after that great thrill and overtime victory over the Lions. I'm going to go with the Seahawks to win by a lot over the Panthers. They'll pull away in the second half. I'm going to go I'll go with the Seahawks 31 to 17. They win by 2 touchdowns over the Panthers. Geno Smith and the Seahawks and Pete Carroll improved to 2-1. Panthers 0-3 with Frank Reich and their young rookie quarterback. 4:25 on Fox. The Cowboys, who've been dominant in football, that tenacious defense. Micah Parsons, like a young Lawrence Taylor. They're doing pretty well on offense with Tony Pollard and there's all the star receivers and Dak Prescott and company and Mike McCarthy calling plays. Cowboys, they'll improve to 3-0. They'll easily crush the winless 0-2 Cardinals, who blew that big 21-point lead over the Giants last week. And Joshua Dobbs doing the best he can, and James Conner, 2 former Steelers. But I think Cowboys too much offense and defense ferocity. Cowboys are going to crush them. We had their 3rd blowout of the season to start off the year. Cowboys are going to win 34-13, win by 3 touchdowns. Eventually they'll face a good team that will give them a run for their money, like the 49ers and some of those teams. But right now the Cowboys will destroy the Cardinals 34-13. Last of the 4 o'clock games, 4:25 on Fox. The Bears 0-2, struggling with Justin Fields and company, go on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champion Chiefs, who are 1-1 after beating the Jaguars last week. So offense still not looking great for the Chiefs, but Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce and company, they'll look much healthier in this one. At home at Arrowhead Stadium, big home field advantage. They'll crush the Bears. I'll go with the Chiefs. They'll finally put up some big points. They'll win 34-20. They win by 2 touchdowns over the Bears and win easily. They improve to 2-1. Bears 0-3. Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. My wife's Steelers survived because of 2 touchdowns by the Steelers defense, Alex Highsmith, and then the winning one after the strip sack by Alex Highsmith, who was the defensive player of the week, and then TJ Watt scored his first pro NFL touchdown. But the offense has been struggling with Kenny Pickett after doing great in the regular season. They've been struggling in the great in the preseason, but struggling in the regular season. Steelers have all these offensive weapons. Kenny Pickett needs more time to throw and then make the wise decisions. Get the ball to Pickens. Deontay Johnson has been banged up at Firemouth, the tight end. They go on the road to the Vegas Raiders, who are also 1-1 after getting crushed by the Bills last week in Buffalo. A lot of Steeler fans are going to be there. They're going to take over Vegas, make it a fun casino, fun vacation, going to the casinos, enjoying it. I think the Steelers will find a way to win. They won on a thriller last year in Pittsburgh to honor Franco Harris after he just passed away. And they retired his jersey number 32. I think it will be ugly, but I think the Steelers will get it done. The defense will be ferocious. Hopefully Minkah Fitzpatrick will be healthy with his chest injury. He had to leave the game, but TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith and company, I think the Steelers will get it done against the Vegas Raiders. Mediocre quarterback and Jimmy Garoppolo. Kenny Pickett hopefully will pick it up. Najee Harris, hopefully they can start running the ball and then get the ball to those receivers. Steelers beat the Vegas Raiders. Close one. I'll go with 20-17. Winning field goal by Chris Boswell late in the game. They win by 3. Then for a second straight week in a row for a doubleheader on Monday Night Football. Love that. On Monday, September 25th, 7:15 p.m. on ABC, the battle of the undefeated 2-0 Eagles at 2-0 Bucks, who've been surprising people with Baker Mayfield, winning a bunch of games. Eagles go on the road to Tampa. They've at times looked ugly, their wins, but they still beat the Patriots and beat the Vikings, two solid teams who might make the playoffs this year. At least the Vikings might. I'm going to go with the Eagles here. They'll improve to 3-0. Can't take them lightly. Baker Mayfield's playing well. He's been solid ever since Sean McVay resurrected his career after he left the Panthers to the Rams last year. Bucks will play tough at home, but I think the Eagles get it done. Jalen Hurts and that offense will work out the kinks. The defense is strong, and the running back, Swift, their new running back, did great. Devontae Johnson, A.J. Brown, so many star receivers. Jalen Hurts that we trust. Jason Kelce, great documentary on Amazon Prime. Check that out. I'm going to go with the Eagles to improve to 3-0. They'll win a close one. I'll go with 27-24. They win by 3 points over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tough road victory to improve to 3-0. Bucks will fall to 2-1, but Baker Mayfield still impressing people. Lastly, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN, the Rams 1-1 at the very desperate 0-2 Bengals. I can't picture Joe Burrow and company falling to 0-3. I think the Bengals get it done, and the Rams have impressed. They won in Week 1 over the Seahawks, their division rival. They have a young star receiver. Matthew Stafford's been playing better of late. Sean McVay's a great offensive guru, genius. Almost was able to beat the 49ers last week. Made a lot of gamblers upset with them kicking a last-second field goal as time expired to screw around with the 7-point spread, but he claims he didn't know that. Who knows? I know they make commercials joking about how the NFL's scripted and it's not and all that nonsense. But the Bengals, I just think Joe Burrow and company, they almost came back to beat the Ravens last week. They looked horrible in week 1 against the Browns, looked better last week against division rival undefeated Ravens. I think at home, in the jungle, all white jerseys, they call the Bengals will get it done. They'll find a way. Joe Burrow, we trust, the highest paid quarterback in the league. They just restructured Pat Mahomes to make a ton of money in Kansas City. I think the Bengals find a way to get it done. They're more desperate than the Rams. They're more talented than the Rams. They've improved to 1-2. Won't be easy, but the Bengals will win. I'll go with 34-27. They win by a touchdown at home in Cincinnati. Bengals 1-2. Rams will fall to 1-2. Bengals get their first victory of the season. So again, my picks for week 3. Starting tonight, Thursday Night Football, 49ers big over the Giants, Ravens over the Colts to stay undefeated, Browns over the Titans, Lions over the Falcons, Packers over the Saints, Jaguars crushing the Texans, Dolphins crushing the Broncos, Vikings over the Chargers to get their first win, Patriots sadly beating the Jets once again for the millionth time straight, Nana Friends Bills beating Washington, Seahawks beating the Panthers, Cowboys crushing the Cardinals, stay undefeated, Chiefs crushing the Bears, Steelers, my wife's Steelers winning a close one over the Vegas Raiders, Eagles beating the Bucks in a close one, in the battle of the undefeated, and the Bengals get their first win of the season beating the Rams. So those are our picks. Week 3, take two and calm in the morning, it is not a tumor, and things of that nature. Hasta la vista, baby. C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. Cookie starts with C. So we love to hear you agree, disagree, think I'm crazy. Those are my week 3 NFL picks. Go Penn State, go Notre Dame, go Syracuse, go Rutgers, and all their big football games. Notre Dame prime time 7:30 against Ohio State, and then all whiteout game Penn State at home. A great place to see a whiteout game, and Happy Valley against Iowa. The Penn State game's on CBS 7:30 on NBC is the Notre Dame Ohio State game. Basketball, hockey will be back before you know it, as they're getting ready to start their seasons. As we get inch closer to October, my birthday, October 1st. And coaching with Luzerne, our first scrimmage against Penn State Wilkes-Barre on September 30th, the day before my birthday. So that will be exciting for. I turned 37. And then baseball, we're wrapping up. The Yankees aren't going to make the playoffs for the first time in 7 years since 2016. Phillies look like they're going to get the top wild card spot. They'll be the only local team in the playoffs, and teams are clinching. And next week, October 1st, will be the end of the regular season. We start playoffs on Tuesday, October 3rd. So you get excited even without the Yankees in it. Hopefully the Phillies make a long run like they did last year to the World Series. And excited that baseball's back. We watched the last home game for the Rail Riders last weekend. They'll be back home for their home opener for 2024 in April 2nd. But right now they're finishing up on the road in Syracuse. But we'll be excited as we get ready for the chase for the World Series for October baseball. It's starting up in the next few days. So we'll sing a song to my beautiful wife, Abby. I love you all my heart, and my beautiful daughter, Lorelai and LJ. They're both at home. They're not at home. I'm at home by myself, and they're both at school and work and all that, so they're having a good day. So I'll wrap it up and sing a song and say, what should I sing? Not Rick Roll. What is it? Oh, you are so beautiful to me, can't you see? You're everything I ever hoped for. You're everything I'll ever need. You are so beautiful to me. Love you guys. Love you, Abby. Love you, Lorelai. And love you, Aldrin. Get ready for the Bloomsburg Fair. That's exciting. Enjoy that. Hopefully the weather cooperates for high school football, Bloomsburg Fair, and all that exciting stuff. And keep it locked. DJ Roscoe Sports Show for all your favorite sports and entertainment talk right here on the DJ Roscoe Sports Show. The new Expendables 4 movie comes out this weekend, so that should be exciting. New fun things on Netflix and Disney Plus and all that. Amazon Prime. The Kelsey documentary. Loki will be coming soon on Disney Plus. Ninja Turtle movie. New one is on Paramount Plus. And hopefully the writers and actors and the studios will all agree, and we'll get back our movies and new shows soon. So keep it locked. Fingers crossed that all the good stuff happens. And keep it locked. DJ Roscoe Sports Show. Your home for all your favorite sports and entertainment talk right here on the DJ Roscoe Sports Show. Everyone, have a great weekend. Take care, and bye-bye.